Wellness for Life is brought to you by Perham Physical Therapy, Sanford Health Clinic and Same Day Surgery Center, Amy Lundberg, Fitness for the Soul, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Pelican Drug Health Mart, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership.
Hello, I'm Matthew Koffenberg, physical therapist and owner of Perham Physical Therapy. Have you ever been asked to sit up straight? Have you ever asked anyone to stand up really tall? Well, if you have, I just want to let you know that there's really a lot of good wisdom to that. Good posture is key. Improper posture can lead to a lot of painful chronic conditions. I'm going to talk about just two conditions today that posture plays a pretty big role in. One is spinal disc derangement, and the other is rotator cuff damage. With spinal disc derangement and its association with posture, it comes down to a chronic flexed position, primarily within our low back. So if you're someone who sits in a slumped position, what's happening is you're putting a lot of pressure on the back side of your disc. So if we look at this drawing, in good upright posture, we've got really good position for our disc. Now the disc itself, so if we look at this picture, the numbers here, 3, 4, and 5, represent bones of the spine. The spine are made up of bones called vertebra. They stack on top of one another, and in between each of those bones is our disc. So the disc itself is here and here. The disc has an outer structure called the annulus. It has an inner structure called the nucleus. The nucleus is primarily made up of water. So if we sit in a really flexed position or poor posture, what ends up happening is the bones themselves kind of flex in this direction. They put a lot of pressure on the front part of the disc, which then pushes all of the fluid backwards. That fluid then presses on the back side of the annulus, which over time, if that were just a one-time deal, it wouldn't be any issue. However, over time, if you constantly sit in poor posture, the back side of that annulus is going to wear out. Eventually, you could end up with what's called a disc bulge, or you can end up with a disc herniation, where the annulus itself actually ruptures and the fluid starts seeping out. The second condition that I'm going to talk about today is rotator cuff damage. If you did watch my first video on shoulder pain, I briefly mentioned posture and its relationship to potential rotator cuff damage. With posture, what happens if you kind of stand, if you don't stand up really tall, those shoulder blades will a lot of times just kind of fall forward. We kind of let gravity win a lot and the shoulder blades come forward. In that position, when the shoulder blades come forward, we actually pinch down on the rotator cuff. The rotator cuff, if it's pinched enough, can actually get torn. But more importantly, that particular position is not a very functional position for our rotator cuff. It's very weak in that particular position. So what I want you to do at home is I want you to grab a partner. Come on over, Brenda. I want you to grab a partner at home and just do a real quick assessment. I want to show you that poor posture actually leads to weakened muscles. So I want Brenda here just to kind of go into really poor posture. And this is what I want you to do at home. Have your partner go into poor posture and just have them bend their elbows. What I'm going to try to do is actually push their arms in towards their stomach, and I'm just going to say, don't let me move you. You ready? Don't let me move you. Good. And then what I want you to do is have your partner sit up really, really tall. Get into that same position, really good posture. Don't let me move you. And what you should notice, thank you, what you should notice is a significant increase in strength with that really good position. So posture is critical. What can we do about posture? I want to show you guys one exercise that you can do daily. Teach your kids to do this. Teach your grandparents to do this. It's a very simple exercise to do. Use your wall. Stand up against the wall. What I want you to do is tighten your stomach up. Tighten your stomach. I then want you to pinch your shoulder blades together, stomach tight, shoulder blades together, and then I want you to try to get the base of your head to touch the wall. And I just want you to hold that position. If you can hold that position comfortably for 30 seconds, move on to the next step. Stomach tight, shoulder blades together, and then try to get your arms up here. And hold that for 30 seconds. If that's comfortable, then start to gently move your arms for 30 seconds. It's a wonderful postural exercise to complete. If your doctor recommends any physical therapy, please give us a call here. If you have any questions, please give us a call. 218-346-2464.
Thank you for watching Wellness for Life, brought to you by Perham Physical Therapy, Sanford Health Clinic and Same-Day Surgery Center, Amy Lundberg, Fitness for the Soul, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Pelican Drug Health Mart, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership,